What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are sitting here looking at the Merriest Mandrake updated after the Shadow Icaria nerf. I took a step away from this deck because, I played the crap out of it for like an entire month straight to prepare for a tournament. And you know what? I needed to step away. I've came back, we've updated the list, Shadow Icaria is gone, so we've made some changes. And I won't go through the entire deck, but I will bring up the changes. We cut Shadow Icaria and Air. There's just not any Reanimator lists in the format for whatever reason, and the ones in the even Feln decks that do get played are just kind of mediocre. They're not as aggressive and fast and like controlling as they once were, so we just dunk on them because our deck just goes way over the top and they just don't get going fast enough. That aside, we're playing Pale Rider's Timepiece. There's a lot of decks out there that have zero access to removal. We play this on a Catra, or we play this like even on a Merry Mandrake. We just run away with the game. Should we have been fortunate enough to really pop off with Catra or Mask, we can actually pretty reasonably spellcraft Timepiece quite a few amounts of times. But it's basically just the ultimate race cannon. Not a lot of ways to really deal with evasion efficiently in this format, so that comes down. It serves as our Icaria of being 6 power, kill a thing, gain some life, stabilize the board. Other than that, we are just playing 4 Shadow Creepers. With the cut of Icaria being gone, we just needed more removal. This kind of fits the bill. There's a lot of combo decks out there that just cheese you by always having Aegis, or like even Sling decks. So you just slam a Shadow Creeper and exploit them anyway, and then they cry. Other than that, I think we're playing one more Domera than we used to, and it's pretty much it for the changes. I think I'm playing 2 Mask over what was probably 1. And other than that, as you can see, it's just a pretty tight list. We got a big stack of 4-ofs here, big stack of 4-ofs here. Playing 3 Last Chance, super consistent, helps the deck out a ton. Being able to get Mask of Merriest Mandrake back essentially for free is pretty pog champ. For the market, we're playing Grand Espresso, Suppresso, Depresso. Eccentric Officer decks are annoying, Praxis Trope decks, they're annoying. This card just turns them off. So, if we realize that they're playing those factions, we'll go turn 2 Speed Grafter or turn 2 Vine Grafter, turn 3 pop it immediately, and go grab Grand Suppressor. Alternative option is to go turn 2 Speed Grafter, turn 3 Mandrake or whatever, and then turn 4 pop the guy, go grab your Grand Suppressor. Those decks don't play removal. You just slam him, and then they're like, wow, why did I build my deck? Filled of summon effects, and then you win. Other than that, Vanish can be grabbed by both cards. Super clutch, especially since we're playing 4 Shadow Creeper. We can basically reliably kill Sling whenever we want. Plenty of other ways to pop Aegis in this deck, too. Nash is there if Horukira ever decides to rear its ugly head. They try and cheese you with flying, and we cheese them right back by playing Nash the Pog Champu. Definitely some what's the name of that sand like RPG adventure game that's like super old? Siberia? Prince of Persia? Oh yeah, Prince of Persia. Nash is our Prince of Persia in the Horukira matchup. He's actually just randomly good against other things, so he earns his slot. Grodov Stranger, you've probably seen me do this. We give him charge, we attack, we draw a card, we strip Aegis, or we shuffle our Void. This is basically mill prevention while also just being like ridiculous stompy threat spam. If they don't answer him, we just draw a card every turn in the game, which I don't need to tell you how good that is. We can also give him Flying and Deadly and Lifesteal and Killer in this deck, and amusingly enough, our Grand Suppressor doesn't actually turn off Grodov Stranger, so that's cool. And speaking of things that Grand Suppressor turns off, we are playing a Zindel. It's just the ultimate top deck card. We needed something that Vine Grafter could get, and Speed Grafter could get, and could just end the game, and a Zindel fits the bill. bogs down the board and just takes over with card draw. That's pretty much the list. Don't be worried too much about Grand Suppressor turning off our Golems, or our Katras, or a Zindel, or even Nash, because the matchups where we play Grand Suppressor, those cards don't matter that much, so don't worry about that. Like, Grand Suppressor on his own just wins the game in those matchups. Your deck will pull through, have faith in the deck. We don't need to have an even-handed Golem all the time. And there's always a chance that they kill it eventually, or we've just put them in the corner where it doesn't matter anymore. And you can always just devour the Grand Suppressor at will, and then play your Golems or whatever you want to do. So, I lied and went over every single card, even though I said I wasn't going to do that. And I hope you guys have fun playing it, because I sure did. We hit rank 1 with it, and cool. Nice.